What's up guys, I'm AnimeUpRise. How's it going? In today's video we have another episode of Sakura, Shrine Girls, and wow, it's hot in this room. Anyways, let's just get down to it. After that particular incident, the two of them leave in a huff. I swear, this petty dispute over theirs is starting to get on my nerves. Is it just because of the politics within their houses or something? Or are their personalities so far removed from one another that they can't stand each other? I think, to be fair, Kaya wasn't nice to her. Again, I'm being so biased to Nayoko, but still, it's how it's go. I picked the Nayoko route. Of course, there is a harem route to this game, but I'm already way too far in to just be like, hey, let's swap routes to go to harem route. So, I'm gonna be on Nayoko's side. So yeah, to be fair, Kaya wasn't nice to her. Although what Naoki did was over the top, Kaya keeps saying all these things to her. Either way, I'm going to have to do something to resolve it sooner or later. There must be a reason that the two gates need two guardian spirits to rule it. If the two spirits ruling it are completely unwilling to negotiate or work with one another, well, I can't just ignore that, can I? It's my duty as a priest to ensure that this land prospers and the spirits within it are behaving. I believe that this includes the guardian spirits as well. I decided to hang out in this room after school and just take a moment to get my thoughts away from everyone else. Thankfully, no one is in this room today, but I have to head out eventually. I guess I might as well head home. I can brood in my room if I have to. There's no sight of either of those cats anywhere. Maybe I'll be getting an evening to myself tonight. Welcome home, Toru. Grandpa immediately greets me as I come through the door. Hey, you look kind of upset. Did something go wrong? Those two stray cats are fighting again. I thought they were taking steps in the right direction at first, but now it looks like the two of them are gonna be becoming worse. Ha! If you think that's bad, you should just have seen them when they first arrived. You're telling me that they used to be even worse than this? Probably, like, man, they look like they're pretty bad now. They're probably even more okay because you're around. As far as I know, the two of them always hated each other. No one really knows why, not even their houses. Or house. I don't know why I'm saying houses. I just kind of assumed that they were from different houses, so I don't know, man. So there really isn't any good reason for it then. Well, Toru, you just have to accept the fact that some people don't get along with one another. People don't necessarily need to reason to dislike someone. Mind you, they've been doing a lot better since they came here. How bad was it? The two of them refused to speak with one another at first, and without a priest, they just stayed in their shrines. It was quite a mess when I turned up, believe me. I had to explain to them that their priest has not arrived yet. Now that made them anxious. What would happen to them if you hadn't turned up? They would have slipped back into the beyond eventually. Now that would have been a messy affair since these lands need a guardian spirit. Believe me, the two of them would only hiss at each other before. The fact that they're speaking to each other now is nothing short of a miracle. What's even better is that they now have reason to be in the same room together, and you're acting as the mediator between the two of them. I know that you think things aren't going that well, but they're making good progress. I don't know what happened today, but you can't expect everything to go smoothly. Life has all sorts of bumps, hiccups, and mishaps waiting just around the corner. It sounds like you've been through something similar, Grandpa. Believe me, every man in this family has. For some reason, we seem to get the most volatile guardian spirits. I knew a couple of priests who worked other shrines and they never had to deal with anything our family did. Probably because they only had to deal with one spirit at the time. Well, yes, one person is less work than two people. And since it's only one person, the other relationship they share is with their priest. Damn it. Grandpa grows quiet for a moment. Listen, Toru. You think they're attractive, right? I'm taken aback by his question. Well, yeah, of course I am. How could you possibly not think they're attractive? But could a priest even have a relationship like that with their guardian spirits? That isn't something I've given much thought. Hell, the two of them have been flirting with me for a fair bit. It's okay to feel that way, you know. But isn't there a set of rules or anything about this should I be aware of? There ain't any established rules, no. But you have to keep in mind that if you do choose to become more intimate with them, you're going to have a lot more on your plate than you bargained for. It's kind of like trying to date a coworker, isn't it? Yes, your situation is especially unique. You have 2 girls instead of 1. That could get really messy, unless you found a creative solution to it. Like what, exactly? I'm sure you will work it out when you get there. The point is that if you feel like you're falling in love, you don't have to feel guilty about it. Such relationships ain't uncommon between priests and guardian spirits. When spirits are bound to this plane, they're more or less human. There's nothing wrong with it, okay? Just remember to be careful with it like you would any other relationship. Wait, does that mean that Grandpa had a relationship like that? He seems to know about it all too well. If that's the case, then did he meet Grandma before or after his guardian spirits returned to the beyond? If he did have that kind of relationship with them, I wonder what Grandma would have thought if she found out about it. But I shouldn't ask him about it. It would be really rude of me to pry. Alright, Toru. Alright, Grandpa. I'll keep that in mind. He grins at me. Good. That's all you need to do, Toru. Now then, we're having pork tonight. Sounds great, I reckon. I could go for an extra serving this evening. Don't worry, there'll be plenty to go around. The thought occurs to me. How long until dinner? About an hour. Need to go do something? Yeah. I'll be back soon, Grandpa. No problem. There's always a strange feeling in the air when I approach the 2 gates. We haven't been here in a while, by the way. It's been a long time since I've been here to this shrine. To these 2 shrines, in fact. They're the tall Nayoko one that's the Kanoi. I can't even talk today, you know? That's just how things are going, you know? That's just how, you know what? Whatever. Anyway, this is Nayoko's shrine, the big tall one, and then the smaller one, what's wider, is Kaio's shrine, which, you know what? Is okay too. This is supposedly a gate between the worlds and the beyond. Guardian spirits exist to impose order on these chaotic forces. Reflecting on all that has happened, I find it hard to believe that I'm thinking these things. After all, I'm supposed to be a skeptic. Actually, should I be saying that at this point? Pretty much all of the things I've witnessed are blatant evidence that I've been completely wrong. I have felt, seen, and heard spirits all around me. I guess it's time to stop reflecting on being a cynic. Instead, I should just admit what I really was. Wrong. Anyway, I need to speak with someone. Nayoko should be here. Grandpa said they're doing better than they were, but I'm not happy about what happened on the rooftop. Nayoko, where are you? It's fairly quiet in here. Perhaps she's one in the spare rooms. I hear a door sliding open and someone walking towards the main shrine room. And finally, not a bad thumbnail. It's actually not that bad, so thank you for slowing down a big game. I'm really happy about that. So yeah, thumbnail time. Oh, Toru! It's not like you to visit me at this hour. Normally, it's me sneaking into your room and sleeping on the foot of your bed. Wait, since when has she been doing that? But please close your shorts. What? I was just getting changed when you came in. It would be rude of me not to answer my priest right away. Just above the outline of her shorts, I can see her panties. Black with a cute little bow. What little her tiny shorts covered is even more exposed than before. My imagination runs wild as I think about what I might see if a centimeter more was exposed. Once again, I found my mouth drying up. I can't speak today. I have no clue what's going on. I just can't. I don't know. Like, I'm trying my hardest, but like for some reason, I can't do anything today. Did you want something, Toru? I shake my head from side to side as hard as I can, trying to clear my mind. It's not really working that well. What's that supposed to mean? I've never seen anyone do that while I'm here. Just button them up, okay? Why? You know damn well why. Her tail moves into the shape of a question mark. Look, let's just be realistic here. I'm a young man, right? Yeah? Don't they teach you anything about shame in the spirit world? There's plenty of reasons why you can't just be so brazenly show them off like this. But you're my priest, Toru. She leans over, looking at me in the eye. Something like this shouldn't be a problem between us. I'm not sure how this works in that world, but I think it's still a problem. Like, you're supposed to have a professional relationship, not like this kind of intimate one, you're thinking. Like, Kaio is right on her side, but she can also loosen up a bit. Like, Kaio is in the extreme, and Nayoko is in the other extreme. You gotta, like, focus on one side here. You can't just have it, you know, you gotta be in the middle somewhere. Find the sweet spot, you know. Anyways, something like this shouldn't be a problem between us. Should it? I am beginning to see what Grandpa means. Priests having intimate relationships with the spirits. If all of them act like Nayoko does with their priests, then of course this sort of thing is bound to happen. Don't you like looking at it? Nayoko pouts. You're always acting like stuff prude, Toru. Even though you've got such a great view of my skirt today. That's what I'm here to talk to you about. Can you please just put something on and let me talk about it? Not until you say I look cute. Well, you do look cute. Say it louder. Yes, you look cute, okay, Nayoko? Are you happy now? Yep. I am so glad Yoru thinks I'm cute. Damn cats. They really are masters of the blackmail. She buttons them up with no fanfare. So why are you here, Toru? We need to talk. Do we? What you did on the rooftop was uncalled for. So you're here to scold me. She pouts and turns away. No, that's not it. If she's anything like a cat, I'm not going to get anywhere by punishing her. Cats only respond to positive reinforcement as opposed to negative. I just want to understand why. What else is there to be said? We just don't get along. We never have. Ever since we first appeared in the Beyond, we didn't like each other. She's a stuck-up snob. I can't stand people like that, no matter who they are. She lets out a heavy sigh. I know that you want us to get along, but I don't think we can. We're just too different. I don't understand her, and she doesn't understand me. Is it really like that? From what I heard from my grandfather, the two of you refused to speak to each other when you first arrived here. So wouldn't you say that you have made some progress at least? Well, it's just that we're both stuck here with each other. Whenever we like it or not, we don't really have anyone else we can rely on out here. That is until you and your grandfather showed up, so we had to come to some agreement. But even if we tried, we can never really be friends. We have to tolerate each other. That doesn't mean we have to like each other, though. She looks a bit down saying that. It's not nice to be fighting like this all the time. And I admit it, I took it too far on the rooftop. But I can't just bring myself to like her. I'm sorry that I'm such a disappointment, Toru. She averts her blue eyes, unable to look at me. I reach out and pat her on the head. Her eyes look back up, then I'm confusion plainly is obvious. We'll work something out. And I'm glad that you admit that we went too far. Thank you, Toru. She begins to rub her head onto my hand, just as a cat would. It's getting late, you know. You need to go home soon. It seems your face is a bit red, Nayoko. It's nothing. I'm pretty sure it's something. Go on, don't worry about me. She quickly rushes me out the shrine. Since what the heck? I want to say we're going to end it here. One, because I cannot speak today. This episode is going to be one of the less performing ones, probably. Even though these videos don't perform well either way. But still, I don't know what's going on. I can't. It's one of those days where I cannot speak at all. So we're just going to leave this episode like it is. Lots of editing and stuff. But you know what? It'll work out somehow. And yeah, we'll just leave it there. So if you enjoyed this episode in any sort of way, then make sure to leave a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you do subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Johnny.